What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to do the Eisendrache Easter egg solo. Alright, so to start off with, the gobblegums I would recommend you go into is Perkaholic or Soda Fountain, which is the alternative. The second slot here is optional. I just put shopping free to get rid of the hassle at the start of the game for me. Killjoy I would say is a need because it's easy to take out the bosses for one of the steps. Cashback or Alchemical Antithesis is really good. And also, I would also take Aftertaste or Near Death Experience for Aftertaste. It depends which one you want. Alright, so the first step is literally just to upgrade any bow. Just spawn one arrow, so you don't have to make every bow in this game. It doesn't really bug out, but you don't have to make every bow for one step. You only have to do one solo. And then you come up to these up here with your regular bow on the edge of the teleporter, and you shoot each individual one. And then you should hear this activation noise. It's like a reverse Magua. Alright, so the next step after this is the Whisperers step. Basically, there's going to be 8 spawn locations for electric bolts around the map. You have to shoot 4 of them. There are different orders every time. With your upgraded bow, 1 can be in the spawn room, 1 could be in the car on the right side of the spawn room, and there could be 1 opposite the Bowie knife. Another 1 could be in Sam's room. There could be 1 on the consoles in the church. 1 could be near one of the craft benches in the clock just to the left of the church. And the final location is just on the clock in the church. Then once you've done all 4, you should hear this noise. Once you've done that, the teleporter should be lit up purple, and then you have to just go and pay for it, and you should teleport back in time. Okay, so the first step is to go to the left and pick up this blue canister. Then literally just opposite of that is 2 fuses which you need to pick up. Alright, so the next step is you just have to wait for Dr. Monty to put down the safe code. Different every game. Here's a thing that I made for the symbol names. For example, in this gameplay, mine was Door Thunder Door. In this one, it was Rocket Circle Rocket. Make sure, because you'll need this for the next step, take a photo of it or write it down or record yourself saying it. Then after this, you should just be teleported straight back. Okay, so straight after this, you need to go to the death ray and put in the fuses that you've just picked up here. Then turn it around and make sure to put the death ray on protect. Then turn it on. And then go over to this control panel. Okay, so now what you're going to do is put in the code that you just got from going back in time into this control panel. Hold down square to interact with each symbol, and then you should hear this activation noise once you've finished.
Now you need to make your way back down to the teleporter room and go up to the safe, and now it should be open. Interact with it and pick up this key card and canisters. Now make your way back to the death ray and interact with this, and a canister should go in, and then on the opposite side interact with it here, and make sure to put the death ray on destroy. So these next 2 steps you can do in any order, but I'm going to be showing in the order that I usually do it in. So this step is, Simon says, like in the moon Easter egg with the control panels. Basically, 4 of the symbols will pop up in a random order. For example, in this footage, it was circle, rocket, thunder, door. I would recommend writing it down, recording yourself saying what the code is, or take a screenshot, whatever. And you've got to do that at the one just to the right of the death ray. Also, another one down near the rocket. I would actually recommend doing the rocket one first, just in case the rocket test actually starts. But you can do them in any order. Once you finish the Simon Says step, make your way back to the death ray, and the 2 balls above should be glowing white. Then go to the back of the thing that you use to activate the death ray, and there should be a green button on there. Just interact with that and then look in the sky. Once Dempsey has landed, go up to the pod that he fell out of, and the vril generator should just be in the snow. Okay, so this step you could have done first, or you could have done now, which I normally do. All you have to do is redo the Magua step, first end around, and then go and find all the electro lights. After you've done that, you'll teleport back in time, and on the right here, you have to interact with this book, and then go over to this box, and then there should be a stone slab in there. Just interact with it, and then you should pick it up. Now what you need to do is go to where you pick up the original bow and interact with the keeper, and then his keeper should spawn. It will go to 4 different locations. One's in the courtyard, one is near Mule Kick, another one is near the courtyard in Double Tap. At the one at Double Tap, you need to interact on the wall here and put in the slab you got from going back in time for the second time. And the other location is just at the HVK near the power. What you need to do, this is why I said only make 1 bow. If you make more than 2 in a solo game, you'll have to craft every bow for this step. On the outline, there should be a glow. This glow shows which bow you need to be getting kills with. But on solo, with only 1 bow crafted, you just have to use the same bow constantly. That's why I recommended the lightning. Once you've collected all the souls for each one, normally he moves at the end of a round, or once you've got enough kills, he will go into the anti-grav room. Once he's there, the zombies should die, but there's a glitch where people do still have zombies. Basically, he's just going to go to the pyramid and you're going to go to Maxis and do something. Whilst he's doing this, I would recommend getting your stuff ready because now you're about to go into the boss fight. Also, you need the Ragnaroks to enter the boss fight, so make sure you got your Ragnaroks. The guns I would recommend for this boss fight is the Death and Texas. It's really powerful against the Giant Keeper. Also, you also need a bullet weapon because the Panzers have about 40 million times more health in this. The gun that I normally take is the HVK, but I'd recommend the Dingo. The Dingo's really good. Okay, so now you're ready to enter the boss fight. To enter it, you have to be above one of the slabs. You have to activate anti-grav. You have to put down your Ragnaroks on top of it, and then you should teleport into the boss fight. Okay, so there are 3 stages to this boss fight. The first step is you'll just have skeletons coming after you. You have to put down your Ragnaroks when the Giant Keeper's in the center, charging up electric. If you don't have your Ragnaroks, you have to hide behind a pillar, or he will insta-down you with an electric bolt. If you did put down your Ragnaroks, he should get stuck, and then his heart should be exposed. Make sure just to shoot as much as you can into the heart. This is why I said a Death and Texas, because I think the first round of this boss fight, you should just be able to insta-do it. And you'll know you've done it because the max ammo will spawn in the center. Okay, so for the second stage, 3 Panzers will spawn in. This is why I said a bullet weapon, because look how shit the bow is. They just walk right through it, so I would just recommend a bullet weapon. So after you've killed the 3 Panzers, another max ammo should spawn in after you've killed 1, so make sure to collect that, and then another one should spawn when you've killed the 3rd one, and then the Giant Keeper should come back in, and then you just repeat the same thing again with the Ragnaroks. Okay, so after that, for the 3rd stage, 5 Panzer will spawn in this time. After the first one, another max ammo will spawn, and then last one will also do another max ammo. And then you just repeat the Ragnarok step again. Then once you've done that, the Keeper will die, and you should be teleported back. Once you've teleported back, you need to interact with the summoning key, and then let it pop out, and then interact with it again. Sometimes zombies do spawn in, like in this footage here, my Panzer just stayed there for the entire boss fight, so just killing zombies, but you shouldn't really get any. Then you need to go up to the control panel where you have to do the Simon Says step, put the summoning key there, and then just look up at the moon where Dempsey came from, and then you have officially completed the Eisendrache Easter egg. Just keep in mind that the achievement does show after a minute or 2. For example, I got mine after the cutscene. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys could please share the video, that would really appreciate it. And if you want me to do any other guides for any other maps, just comment below. And if you do have any trouble during this Easter egg, just let me know. I did try my best to make this as short as possible. All the guys I saw were about 20 minutes long, and you just don't need them to be 20 minutes long. Anyway guys, thank you and take care.